So today we're going to learn about how to solve proportions. We've got our foldable that we're going to make. This is step 1. This is step 2. This is step 3. And this is step 4. I'm going to zoom in here for step 1. The first thing we need to do is to read the problem carefully. We're going to look for two numbers to compare for the first ratio. We're going to write the words for the units of measurement. With the numbers. So looking at this particular problem, a shop produces 47 surfboards in 6 days. That's going to be our first ratio. 47 surfboards in 6 days. Step 2. We're going to find the third number. It is critical, that's an it, to keep the ratios in the same order. Okay, and we're going to use a variable to represent the unknown. And that's going to be whatever we're looking for. What's that fourth number? We don't know what the fourth number is. That's what we've got to figure out. So on this one, if we're looking at this, it says how long, so that indicates we don't know the time. It will take them to make 423 surfboards. So surfboards goes with surfboards from over here. Surfboards was on the top in the numerator, so surfboards, 423 surfboards is going to go in the numerator in my second ratio. I do not know how much time it's going to take, so that's going to be my variable. I was measuring time in days over here, so we're going to say D, and D is equal to, we're going to define it as the number of days it takes to make 423 surfboards. So then we're going to move on to step 3. We're actually going to solve it. So 47 surfboards, that's our first ratio, to 6 days is equal to 423 surfboards. This is our second ratio, in D days. So to solve, we're going to cross multiply. 6 times 423 is equal to 47 times D. This is 2,538 and 47D. So now we have a one-step equation, so we're going to divide by 47, both sides, to undo multiply by 47. And that's going to give us 54 is equal to D. And our sentence here is going to be, it will take 54 days to make 423 surfboards. So here, our first step was to cross multiply. And second, we divide. It's a one-step equation there. All right, so then the last step is we need to check and make sure we've done it correctly. And we've got two methods. Method one is to check our cross products. So if the first ratio is 47 surfboards to 6 days, and our second ratio now is 423 surfboards, and we figured out, we think that is 54 days for that many. We're going to multiply 47 times 54, and that should be equal to 6 times 423. So this is 2,538, and this is 2,538. So smiley face, we are fair and balanced there. Our second method is to check our quotients. Or you could call this checking your unit rates and making sure the unit rates are the same. All right, so 47 surfboards divided by 6 days is equal to 423 surfboards. There's an A in there. Divided by 54 days. When I divide 47 by 6, that gives me 7.83, and the 3 repeats. When I put in my calculator 423 divided by 54, I get 7.83, 3 repeating. So we still get the same thing, so that means we are fair and balanced. My answer is correct. So that's what that looks like. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this down. And there you find your information for percent proportion. We're not going to mess with that right now. Take the right side over and fold. So it looks like that. Then you'll see on the back there's a place where it says glue. So you're going to put the glue back here. Glue it into your journal like this. So it's glued. So then when we need to look at it, we've got the proportion stuff here, and then we'll have our percent proportion here. So this is on page 45 in my journal. So I'm going to add this to the second 9 weeks. Page 45, proportion. Okay, and this is how to solve, how to set up a proportion. That's all we have for today. Thanks for listening.